That's right. Hey, it's time for tips and takes.
Take it.
It's time for tips and takes.
We take it.
We're doing it. We're talking all that nerd news, all that sports news, usually live from Grogg's traditional Irish pub at the northeast corner of Will and East. However, we are still in Grogg's studio, and there's a reason why we're going live at twitch.tv/The Doover podcast right now and why we're doing it here. And that's because last week I got in a fight with the realtor.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, hell no. Contract Kung Fu. Bow. And I did it. And that caused even more work for me, which is great. Yeah, work. And we got Edward Rouse.
Yo!
And Orcam. Yay! Orcam.
Don't judge him by the jersey he's wearing, by the way.
We are here. But listen, the thing is that it just so happened to be that 2 weeks in a row we're doing it from the studio.
Yeah.
We are going to go back to normal starting next week.
I hope everything goes back
I had
to normal.
already started doing the intro, and my wife texted me a screenshot of a big long text thread. And I was like, oh shit, what's going on? Emergency. And I get out. She's like, I don't know. There's someone attached to our car's warranty. I'm like, who? She's like, I don't know. I'm like,
what?
Yeah. I was like, what? She's like, I don't know if they made a mistake. And I was like, okay, but
did you call them?
She is.
Okay.
I was like, all right, well, I was doing taps and takes. Like, what? She's like, I was just showing you. I'm like, okay, yeah, but if you like randomly send me in the middle of a live feed a text thread, I'm assuming it's an emergency, like with my daughter or something.
Like, what's up? What happened?
What's going on?
It's just warranty issues.
Just warranty issues. So if you're thinking about getting married, this is what you have to look forward to. Yay, marriage. Anyways.
No comment.
So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Plus, we're going to talk about the 18-second fight from Ronda Rousey.
17 seconds. You gave it too much justice.
Okay, yeah. We're going to talk about that because I have something to say about that.
I bet you do.
And yeah, there's a lot to go over. So thank you for joining us. We're going to get right to it. Now, there is a lot of video game news that's going to be happening in the next couple weeks. We're going to get to that. But we also have to discuss all the movies, all the TV stuff.
There's a lot going on right now.
There is a lot going on.
So much.
The finale of The Boys just happened. Yes. You did not see it.
No, next week we'll discuss it.
We'll discuss that next week. I have thoughts on that too.
I bet you do.
I do. But listen, all I know is that I've been desperately trying to justify my purchase of Switch 2. Now, I was a day one adopter.
You were.
All right. Me and Elliott jams. Yay, Elliott jams.
Mm-hmm. More on him later.
We sat in line and he kind of wormed himself in to get it, got a credit card to buy it.
That's so Elliott.
Got a Best Buy card to go ahead and pick that up.
Only has 33% interest.
After he got permission from his lady.
Ooh.
All right. And look, I was fine about it because I remember when I first got the Switch, like Switch 1.
Yeah, it was a glorious day.
Well, and it launched with Breath of the Wild, arguably one of the best games ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow. And I started playing it because I didn't know how I was going to feel about the whole new style Zelda thing.
So good.
I remember watching people like play it and I was like, I don't know about this. And then I start playing it and I'm like, wow, this is excellent. Like, this is incredibly good. And then there had been a couple of games here and there on the Switch, but my Switch was my most neglected console ever. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't play it a lot.
I did play it a lot. Splatoon. I went to hell on Splatoon. I love that game.
Yeah, no, it wasn't quite for me, but I did like the ability to be able to take it somewhere and just play it. Like, handheld playing is cool.
On a plane is great.
So when they announced Switch 2, bigger screen, more beefy, internals, I'm thinking like, okay, they're going to have some bangers coming out. They had, it launched with Mario Kart 8. I got the whole thing. I got the Pro controller's super nice.
Yes.
Like
it's way better.
It's way better.
I think
than
the hardware in general is all better. The clip on, I'm not, remember the straps that you would do it backwards and they wouldn't come out. You're like, son of a bitch. It won't come. Like they fixed that. It's like everything is better.
It is better. The Switch, specifically Switch 2, with the exception of if Mario Kart 8's your thing or Mario Kart, then you're in heaven. But
the new one stinks.
Yeah, it's not that great. And then Donkey Kong was really cool.
It was great.
It was great. Other than that, there hasn't been dick coming out for this thing. And it's almost like they had no big things like in the chamber. It's been out for about a year now. There had been no big things like in the docket to come out with this system. So I went back and I looked at, okay, I got the $10 upgrade from the Zelda.
That's what they did is all those games got the upgrades and you had to pay for all. It's like I did the same thing for Mario Party.
It does play nicer. It does look nicer. It does have a better refresh rate. That's great. And it was only $10 to do it. So it's not that big of a deal, but still no like new gaming experiences. So I've been really trying to justify getting a Switch 2. Okay. So I've been having a hankering to play myself some Assassin's Creed Shadows. I kind of let that one linger. I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed. Have been. I'm unapologetic.
And the Cranberries, apparently.
Yes. I love Assassin's Creed, but I don't know why I skipped over Shadows, but I did.
You never played it originally?
No.
What?
I didn't play when I could. I don't know. Just busy and time investment and everything. So I saw that Assassin's Creed Shadows was on sale for $34 and I was on the Switch too. And I watched some reviews and no, it's not the most high fidelity and everything, but it looks good enough that you could play, probably have a good experience playing it.
Yeah.
And it's handheld. You can just take it around and do shit. So I was like, cool. And then I found out there's cross save. So you can get it on a different either console or PC and it'll sync up and you'll have cross save in between. So theoretically, I can play it on my computer, have the beautiful high fidelity experience. And then when I want to go somewhere else, I could just put it in my bed and you can play it in chunks, basically. I love this idea. I'm like, they've
had it for a long time with Assassin's Creed games.
This is the future that I'm talking about. This is what I like. I like to see this. The fucking disaster of Ubisoft accounts and how it links. And
I knew where you were going.
I was in a fucking tailspin, like a tailspin yesterday, trying to get this shit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm trying to do this as cheaply as possible. On Steam, it's $70. I'm like, I'm not spending $70 on this. I just got this for $34.
Yeah, hell no.
And then I found out that the Ubisoft Plus thing is $17 a month. So to my my brain tells me you can get that, play this for a month, cancel it, right? And then the whole investment is $52 or something like that. Still cheaper than the base level game. So I'm like in my head, like, yeah, I'm doing this. Okay. So when you open it up on the Switch, you have to like log into your Ubisoft account. I log in, whatever, everything's fine. So then I get the Ubisoft Plus. It's not syncing. I was like, what?
Yeah, it sucks.
Why is it? What the fuck? Why isn't this working? So I'm like going back and forth. I'm like, well, reboot it, turn it on. Reboot this, turn it on. And you can't adjust it on the Switch. You have to do linking and unlinking. And then I look at the profile and there's no Switch attached to it. I was like, what the fuck? So it takes me 2 hours to realize that I logged into a different Ubisoft account, that I have two of them. Okay. So then I go to the old one because I had already set up the Ubisoft account on the Switch to the other one that has the subscription model, right? So then I log out, log back in, still not syncing. And I'm like, it says that it's supposed, it takes me another 2 hours
Jesus Christ.
To figure out.
You could have beaten the game by then.
That when you log in originally, even if you unlinked the account from Ubisoft on the Nintendo Switch, it is permanently linked to that account profile. So even if I swap them, still won't sync. It took me 5 fucking hours.
That's crazy.
To get this shit figured out.
Did you get it?
I did get it.
Oh, good.
And you know what? It does work pretty seamlessly.
It does. So when I had Valhalla, I had an Xbox, and then the PS5 came out and I got the PS5 and I went through the same fucking thing to get it from because I was like, 80% done with the game, but by the time the PS5 came out, so I did the whole thing. It was a nightmare.
It was an absolute nightmare. And when I tell you I had to change like my Microsoft Outlook because I never use it.
It's crazy.
Change that. I had to change my Nintendo password because I auto log in. I'm like, what the fuck ever? You know what I mean? It was, but I will say after all of it, was it worth it? Time will tell.
Yeah.
But the ability to be on my computer that's just fucking overpowered and playing this gorgeous game and Shadows is sick. Yeah. It's tight. And then taking it just to a handheld and like that's
cool. Yeah.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
I will give it that it is super tight. Now, with my problems with technology aside.
But they were solved.
They were solved. Let's go into some rapid fire headlines here.
Hell yeah.
Millie Alcock, who is playing Supergirl, she just joins the Superman sequel, which is not a surprise to literally anyone. It's not a surprise. But Supergirl is coming out pretty soon. I'm actually kind of excited to see it.
Yeah, I am too.
It looks pretty good.
It has a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of feel to the trailer that I'm kind of digging.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Now she's the girl from
House of Dragon.
Right? I cannot figure out if she is good looking or not.
Me too. It's
weird,
funny that you pull that up because when the original, so when she was on House of the Dragon, at first I had seen two different like photos of her. I'm like, is that the same girl?
She has like multiple different ways of looking. It's really weird.
She looks, I know exactly what you're talking about because the same thing happened to me when I first saw it. I was like, what?
Yeah.
You know, the other thing happened in The Witcher, like Witcher season 1. The girl that plays Ciri.
Oh, yeah, totally. She looked way different.
She looked way different in the second season. I'm like, did they recast her?
And it was the same girl.
It was the same chick. Yeah. I was like, oh, well, okay. Netflix is confirming that The Adventures of Cliff Booth is to release in IMAX this Thanksgiving. Now, I was under the impression that this was like a short series.
It's a movie, I think.
Is it a movie?
I believe so, yes.
I thought it was like a series, like you know how you broke the Hateful Eight.
Well, it could be a very long movie that's 3 different episodes. You never know with Quentin Tarantino, man.
You don't know, and I know he could carry it, but you know it'll be interesting to see how the trailer looks cool.
And I read his prequel book about what happened with his wife and something. I can't wait to see this movie. I'm so excited. So
Avatar 4 and 5 will be made twice as fast at 2/3 of the cost, says James Cameron. So there was speculation on whether or not they were going to continue these movies because they are so expensive to make. And yeah, they kind of print money, but you're starting to see a little bit of a diminish of returns when it comes to the Avatar series.
Maybe 4 hours is a little much, you know? Maybe cut that in half. That could be a good way to do it.
Well, and just the overall cost of making them, how long it takes for them to come out. You know, we had the huge 11-year gap between the first and the second one, and then like a 5-year gap between the second and third one.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, all right, we need to push, if you're going to do it, we need to push these things out every 3 years, and they need to be cheaper.
Or else people lose excitement. Like kind of what happened with Fire and Ash. It wasn't as much excitement as it was for Way of the Water. And it's just like, okay, here we go again. Now we're going to watch this. It's going to have a cliffhanger when we're going to have to wait how long?
And it kind of felt like Avatar Way of Water 2.0. Or 2.5.
Yeah, kind of.
That's kind of how it felt. And it was a fine movie. It wasn't my favorite of them.
I liked it. Yeah, Way of the Water is a masterpiece in my eyes. It's so good.
Way of Water is insane.
Yeah.
And there was some really cool shots to it for sure.
Oh, great. Yeah.
But let's keep it going.
Like next year. Like let's go. Yeah.
And like where's where's the series going?
Did he die? I have to know.
Like where is the story going? Like, you know,
father issues. That's the story.
I guess. I just like, where's it going? Like, move it along. Star Wars has big future plans.
Starfighter?
For Grogu, says Jon Favreau.
Well, of course, it's Prince money, those things.
Sure. But so, you know, I'm thinking to myself, okay, so we don't know a lot about Yoda's species. We don't, right? We know that they exist. There was Yoda, Yaddle, and then...
That's a name, man.
Yeah. Yoda, Yaddle, and then Grogu.
Yeah.
Right. So these are the 3 that we know that like are in canon. And they live very, very long lives.
Yes.
Right. So I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, you could age him up and you could literally make any MacGuffin out of him aging up.
Yeah.
Like you could be like, okay, they live 50 plus years, then they go into a cocoon state and then they come out and now they're older and they that's their like cycle of growth. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You can make up anything to like, so Starfighter is taking place 5 years after the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if they're going to be aging him up in any way.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to have to get a whole new actor though. I'm kidding. That's a joke.
Yeah. I was like, what? You know, they're going to have to age him up a little bit. If he's going to be like low key, like the young Yoda character, like the wise, powerful, but also like the younger version of Yoda. And they do need to push the Star Wars franchise past Skywalker.
Please.
Like you need to push it. And Grogu being a long living species, I mean, he could be like 500 years down the road alive. You know what I mean? So it would be interesting to see like what they're going to do with it, what their plans are with it.
And he's a merchandise seller.
I think it would be cool to see a young Yoda running around doing some crazy shit.
Double lightsaber too, man.
Like shitty, rebellious Yoda. You know what I mean?
That would be amazing.
That would be kind of cool.
Rated R.
But they need to move this franchise forward.
Yes, they do.
They need to get the fuck out of this.
I'm going tonight to see the movie, so I'll have a review next week.
Yeah.
But I'm not that excited for it because I'm like, do we need it? Was this necessary? It could have been something else. And it's kind of like, whatever. But
I wish they just started on Starfighter a year prior and this is what we're getting this year, not this.
I'll tell you how many thumbs up I give it next week, but I'm not that excited for it.
Okay. Lantern's new trailer.
It looks good.
Looks very good.
Yeah.
And it looks now the first trailer was cool because I was like, it was cool. I was like, okay, it's interesting. They're trying to do something interesting here, and it has like a True Detective vibe. I'm like, cool, right? But this one, I was like, yes, we're getting
something cool. Yeah,
we're getting the mythology of the Green Lantern Corps, but we're doing it in a very unique way, and I'm kind of in. Like,
I'm gonna watch it. For sure.
I was gonna watch it regardless, but this one, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna watch this.
Looks good.
And Jon Stewart being this like stoic dude that's like kind of like, I fucking do the job better than him ever fucking you know what I mean? And then I like what they're setting up with this. So it looks something that like my wife could watch with me and not go nerd alert.
My wife. Yep.
My wife. We have had a barrage of announcements and stories about Peter Jackson doing all of these new Lord of the Rings projects. You know, The Hunt for Gollum.
Yes, I don't know why.
What was the other one that they were going to do? It was like The Hunt for Gollum and a couple others.
Yeah.
And now Peter Jackson may finally be making Lord of the Rings, The Silmarillion. I think the lore of J.R.R. Tolkien's world is rife for very creative people to come in and do amazing stuff with.
Oh, yeah.
But they're suffering from the same problem that Star Wars has, which is
get over it already. Move on to a new time.
Move on. Like we have.
Oh, yeah. Rangers of the North, I think was that it?
I don't know.
After they said it.
Well, like we have all this stuff. We have the lore. We have this, and like do something cool past it.
The Hunt for Gollum. That was literally what they were doing in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. It's
they were hunting for Gollum.
I don't understand why we need that. Now, look, they can come and just crush it and it's great. Yeah. And we're all stupid for talking shit on it.
And taking The Hobbit into 3 movies was a bad idea too. That was
I'm unapologetically a fan of those movies.
Part 2.
I thought they were cool.
Yeah. There was a lot of just nonsense in between. It's like they made it 2 maybe at most, but yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was fine. I thought the first Lord of the Rings trilogy was the first time someone had really nailed like an adaptation in such a way that blew everyone's mind. I love those movies. But like, again, I understand that you have, how do I put this? I understand that the Tolkien family, the estate, has control over certain things. And like, we still want to explore these fun worlds and stuff. But I think it would be interesting to let people kind of play in those spaces and give us new literature, give us new stuff in this world that is so rife for like deep lore dumps. Give us something different that's outside of this timeline of this canon. Right? 100%. Am I wrong on this?
No, you are 100% right. Star Wars, you're right. Star Wars has the same problem, even though Maul was incredible. But
which I started, by the way.
It's so good.
It's pretty good.
Wait, the last episode, I can't tell you how many times you're going to orgasm, but at least 3.
Okay.
Right,
Orc? At least 3 jizzes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how we should review it. How many jizzes?
Now I'm going to say this and you're going to be like, why? But I'm going to be like, I wish this was it in the beginning.
Okay.
An all-female Expendables movie.
Oh, I saw that.
The Expendables.
Yeah.
I would watch that over the Expendables.
Yeah, I don't even remember what happened in the Expendables.
You asked me why. You asked me why, Drew. Why?
Who were the girls? Did they announce?
No, not yet.
You know they're going to be badasses.
You asked me why, and I'll tell you why. Because hot chicks with swords and guns
They're going to be baddies.
Are tight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I grew up watching anime and reading comic books. Some of the most powerful characters in Marvel Comics are women.
It's true.
And it was tight seeing this baddie just goddess on earth wrecking shop, or a super hot woman with a katana fucking chopping people up.
Hell yeah.
Why is this weird to people?
Shout out to katana.
Because you're gay. That's why. Because you're on the internet and you're like, why does a woman have to have a sword? Why not a man? It's because you're gay.
You're gay.
You're gay. Jesus Christ. Anyways, live action Legend of Zelda movie was moved up a week.
Hell yeah.
So now it's releasing
closer, Drew.
final week of April 2027. Question is, when do we start seeing trailers on this?
There's going to be a crazy teaser. I think first it'll kind of show the land and just maybe show him real quick from like behind with his shield on his back or something. I think that's what we'll get first. And then,
something like that.
Yeah.
I think that we're going to get a teaser, like a good chunky teaser.
Could be.
Probably in November.
It's going to be Princess Zelda talking to him or something. And, and it just... Yeah.
No, I think we'll get something
November
like...
for sure.
How do I put this? We'll get something like we got with Street Fighter, which is like a quick cut of like 60 seconds of stuff.
This is the greatest. What? We will get a trailer for Zelda before we get a trailer for Doomsday.
I know. Don't even get me started on Doomsday.
We should play that game. How many trailers are we going to get before Doomsday? That's Zelda 1.
Well, it's funny you talk about that because we're going to discuss this coming up. So I think November we'll get like 6 months out. We'll get some kind of a chunky teaser. The first trailer will be in the beginning of the year.
Yeah. October and November is the biggest trailer months.
Right. I mean, yeah,
for the next year and stuff like that.
With all these big movies coming out at the end of the year, like it would be a missed opportunity. Okay, this is kind of stupid, but again, to greenlight something like this, you must have had like a really good idea. Delphi, the gym from Creed, right? A series has been announced about the gym itself, like fighters coming in and out of the gym.
Yeah.
Which may be good for like a drama type of a situation. Yeah. It's not something I'm interested in, but I would say if you're going to, like, the Creed movies weren't huge successes, but they were loved, right? They weren't like...
The first one
they made money, but they weren't massive box office smashes. They were made on $50, $75 million budgets, pulled about $250 million, $300 million. So they made money. They just weren't massive successes. But someone probably pitched something that was very compelling for them to say, okay, let's do this as a series.
Is Rocky coming back?
No, I thought he died.
Who knows?
You know what pisses me off?
We have the multiverse now, Drew.
You know what pisses me off? This is real. This pissed me off. So when Sylvester Stallone won an award, I think he won like a Golden Globe or something.
He did, yeah.
For Creed.
For supporting, yeah.
He didn't thank Michael B. Jordan on his speech. I'm like, how the fuck do you skip over Michael B. Jordan?
Well, he's not very fond of the Creeds, Drew.
He's not?
No, watch the movies. Just kidding.
Anyways, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay, Marvel Vision Quest.
Or got it.
Marvel Vision Quest shows first teaser. I'm actually kind of excited.
It looks good
for Vision Quest.
Yeah,
I think it looks good. I was already sold on Vision Quest before it happened because it was kind of low key like trilogy between WandaVision, Agatha, and now Vision Quest.
But those were some of the best television that they've done. So yeah, I'm okay with it.
Let's move into some video game news. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Warhammer video games are not made equally.
Okay.
There are some out there that shine. The Total War series, Warhammer, awesome games. Okay. Chaos Gate, awesome. Which is kind of like an XCOM. Dawn of War has had the weirdest kind of history of games when it comes to the Warhammer property.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because you have the first one, which is Beloved, which is a real-time strategy game, base building, build your units, take resources, send them out. Okay. Then the second one turned into more of like a company heroes thing where it's like you have units, you tactically use your units. It had its own fan base, but it was kind of drastically different than the first one. Then 3 comes out, which is trying to do low-key kind of base building, MOBA 3-lane kind of movement and all that. And then it was just kind of a mess, right? And there are apologists for that game, but it was kind of a mess. All the Dawn of War 4 is taking it back to basics. You got 4 factions, and it's coming out September 17th.
You excited?
I am fucking hella excited.
How many jizzes are you going to give it?
I'll give you 4 out of 5 jizzes. Right. Because I've seen like kind of like the gameplay of it. It's back to like the first one.
I haven't seen the gameplay. Does it look good?
Oh my God.
That's the first thing I'm doing when I get home.
The animations look sick.
Awesome.
It's back to the first one, or with standard RTS, base building.
Hell yeah.
And the lore and the way that I'm so excited. Now,
sweet.
With that being said, Chaos Gate, which is what I just announced as being like one of the standout, and also if you bring up like Vermintide and, Space Marines, like there are good games with them, but a lot of them kind of suck.
Space Marines is kind of cool.
Yeah. Space Marines and especially 2 was kind of cool. But look, a lot of people, they're just not made equally. There's a lot of dumpers in there.
Yeah. Like Assassin's Creed, right?
Yeah. Games Workshop is very loose on giving out their licensing for these things because some of these projects suck. But Chaos Gate, which is like the XCOM, and the first one was with the Grey Knights. They're doing Deathwatch, a follow-up. Oh my God. 3 out of 5 jizzes. All right.
You know I was going to ask.
Super excited about that. They just announced that. Now, here's another cool thing. Did you play Liza P? Have you played any Souls game?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. So Liza P was a game that was heavily influenced by Bloodborne.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a dark kind of retelling of the Pinocchio mythos. Okay.
Mm.
This game is fucking incredible.
Is it?
Oh my God. It is so fun, so good. And just from the art, the gameplay, every part of Liza P is fucking amazing.
I've heard of it, but I've never.
It's so good.
Yeah. Okay.
It's so good. Now they teased what Yellow Brick Road,
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz as being like the sequel, right? So the next follow-up game should roll in different, like you have these crazy, like, I guess what were they called? No royalty kind of open. What's the word I'm looking for? Where you can like tell the story without having to pay royalties.
Oh, yeah.
I'm blanking on that. But so as long as they don't copy anything that Disney did.
They lost the rights and it's free. It's called free something.
After a certain amount of time, it's all free. It's like Peter Pan. Like anyone can make a Peter Pan movie.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it right now.
So
we'd be terrible at password. Damn.
They're doing Wizard of Oz as like the follow-up, and I'm really excited about that. But something dropped called Project Rabbit, which it being an extraction game is dumb because that's kind of like a big
Alice
thing.
in Wonderland?
It's Alice in Wonderland, but it looks, dude.
I'm in.
It's not the same. It's not the same studio.
Open Domain, is that what it is?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think
shout out to Red Phoenix on it today.
Yeah, Open Domain. Yeah, so it's not the same studio that did Liza P, but it looks fucking sick. Yeah. It looks so tight.
It's almost like I wish I did drugs for that. Something like that, man.
Bro. And it's like a Souls-like. It's a Souls-like. It's dark. It looks fucking tight. And I like where some of these like Eastern developers are taking big swings on weird shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like, it's coming out good. Now, we didn't talk about this, but we got to discuss it for at least 2 minutes.
Jeez. Okay.
Fucking Starfox.
Yeah. Okay. I'm excited for it. You are not.
I'm not excited about this at all. Like, Starfox hasn't had a game in what, 14 years?
Yeah. I was
something
in
like
diapers,
that.
I feel.
And they have remade Starfox, the first one, Starfox 64.
Yes.
They have remade this game 5 times.
Yeah, but now we have cutscenes and they're using the character from the Mario movie.
And they're not, because
it looked like him, no?
No.
Oh.
Go look at the Mario movie and then compare it to his in-game models.
I'm not
They're trash.
Watch the Mario movie again. I've already seen it 3
it's
times.
It's gimmicky with like the face VTuber shit.
So you're not going to play it at all?
I'm not even going to remotely think about buying it. It's stupid. And it's, first of all, I think rail shooters are timed out.
A little, yeah. That's why they don't make them anymore.
Rail shooters are kind of in the past.
Yeah.
It would have been great to get a Starfox 64 game announced with interesting new gameplay. And like, you have this big open area and you can go on planets and do shit.
See, that would be cool too. That's why, like, I'm really into because aren't they remastering Ocarina of Time?
They are, but no one knows. But look, we talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to remake Ocarina of Time, remake it. Like, keep the spirit of the game intact, but remake the fucking thing. Like, don't just give me new graphics. Like that, in my opinion, that's not enough because they have remade this game 3 times already. So yeah, Star Fox 64 on its 5th remake.
How about they finish Star Fox 2? They still haven't finished. They actually released Star Fox 2 on the Switch to go back and play. Remember that? And the game's not even done.
I just look. And once again, it goes back to trying to justify my purchase of this fucking console. It's like, you got to give me something, dude.
Yeah.
Like, we're 2 years in. We're 1 year in.
Isn't that crazy? Nothing.
Like, nothing
has come
of
out.
substance.
It's just crazy.
Except for like Pocopia. And it's like, dude, you got to give us something.
A new Pikmin game. I don't care. Something.
You would have thought that they would have had some, like, okay, the remake's fine, but you would have thought that they would have had something in the chamber for like, something in the chamber in regards to like a new Zelda, which is what would sell consoles. Like, they would have been working on, even if it's a traditional
Zelda. Well, they had
Zelda.
that not knockoff, but what hybrid rule or whatever it's called game come out. But
the Warriors game.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hybrid rulers or whatever. Hybrid Warriors.
Again, that's a Muso game. And
it didn't look great.
It's like, whatever, dude, like, give us, if you're going to sell, like, go back. And I know Metroid Prime 4 came out. It was mixed reviews.
I didn't like it.
It was whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like, Metroid Dread, though, sick as fuck. Give us another 2D Metroid. Give us something to care about this thing, man. I don't know. And also, GTA 6 trailer 3 could be dropping imminently.
Internet, look out. You're going to crash.
It's going to
it's going to crash the internet.
Now,
look out, Cam K.
It's a little bit too early to talk about this because we're going to end on this. Sony and Xbox both announced states of play. Sony is legit teaming up with like a theater house chain.
Yeah.
In order to...
Is it Alamo?
Yes.
Yeah.
To present this state of play in theaters the week of Summer's Games Fest. Now, back in the day, there used to be this thing called E3. E3 was like...
That was it.
And I loved E3. This is where they get all the big announcements happening at E3. Well, Summer Games Fest with Jeff Keighley is kind of taken over the spot of E3. And both Xbox and both PlayStation have big states of play set up. Now, typically, the state of plays from PlayStation are announced like a few days before, and that happens. They announced this 2 weeks.
Something big's coming. And it's fun to speculate, and we'll probably have to speculate more. PlayStation 6.
Well, at least teases.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll get next generation teases on both. It's
been PlayStation. 5 years for both, right?
7.
It's 7?
7.
Oh, it was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Right.
I think they came out, they were announced 2019, came out 2020.
Yeah. So
we're in the 6th year.
Yeah.
And it usually has a 7 to 8 year cycle.
7 to 8 year cycle.
So I think we're going to start getting teases of the next generation console, at least conceptually.
Please don't make it so big.
I think you're going to get a lot of tie-ins with, I think Xbox is going more like flexible PC.
They should.
I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I think PlayStation 6 is going to be a Switch-like. I think it's going to be...
You think so?
Yeah. I think that it's going to have an handheld...
Like the PSP was, remember that? PSP?
Kind of like this. It'll have like a dock that will boost performance when you dock it.
Yeah.
And then when you pull it off, you could do handheld. I think it's going to be Switch-like.
That'd be amazing.
If they did that, I thought it makes sense for all consoles to do that moving forward.
Yeah. You can play Grand Theft Auto on a plane, Drew.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'll be as powerful handheld, but I think the dock will help it.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to get teases on that, but like big game stuff. I think like the announcements, if they're doing this, the announcements for the games are going to be insane. The one thing I want to see is the next mainline God of War.
Yeah, that has to.
The last announcements they made were so underwhelming for God of War.
Yeah.
And it's like, when's the next?
They're remaking them.
They're remaking, and that's fine. That's cool. Do that. But like, what's the next mainline Kratos game? Because the rumor is that there's Cory Barlog is working on a God of War Faye game, which could be interesting because Cory Barlog is the one that made the 2018 God of War, which is a fucking masterpiece. And okay, cool. But where's the next Kratos mainline God of War title? Like, what is that going to be? It's been 4 years. These are on a 5-year dev cycle. So technically it would be coming out next year. So I think we're going to get big announcements on next gen and big games, and Summer Games Fest is going to be fucking lit.
It's going to be crazy this year.
I can't wait. Now, last year's was kind of disappointing. So hopefully this year's doesn't suck.
Take GTA away. What game are you looking forward? I know what the James Bond game comes out in a couple of weeks, whatever. It's not going to be GoldenEye. I have no expectations for whatsoever. What game are you looking for the most this year before the end of the year that you can't
This year,
wait?
the end of the year? Shit. It's more about games that I own that I want to be updated.
Okay.
Right. Like Street Fighter 6 has gotten kind of stale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that they need a big mix up. Like a big mix up. I think that would be cool if they did like a Super Street Fighter 6 and did something really cool with new characters. There's a rumor that there's an online internet meme about adding Tifa from Final Fantasy 7 to Tekken. Well, the rumor is right now that Tifa is actually going to be added to Street Fighter 6.
Nice.
Which will be interesting.
He's looking up games.
Yeah.
Mine's easy. It's Wolverine. I have a feeling I'm going to go 5 out of 5 jazzes on that one.
Yeah, everyone's really excited about Wolverine, but I never played, and I know that they're great. But
the Spider-Man games?
Yeah, I never played.
They're so good.
I'm sure they are. I know that they're great. My gaming time, it's hard to corner time, right?
I just want to go through and just press the button that my claws come out and just fuck people up.
This may seem stupid, but there's FromSoft's Duskbloods on Switch 2 was announced. I'm very interested in that game.
Could be fun.
But honestly, Dawn of War 4 is probably the game I'm most excited about. And it's such a nerdy fucking PC game shit, dude.
Yeah.
But if they nail this and they bring back a RTS, like I've been thinking, it's like, and we got to get to sports, but I was thinking of it, like, what the fuck is Blizzard doing? Like, what are they doing?
Nothing.
They're not doing it. Like, you want to print some money out of nowhere. Drop Warcraft 4.
Dude, done. Yeah.
You will print
for the next 20
money.
years.
Just print money.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And not World of Warcraft.
No, Warcraft. Yeah.
Just the RTS. Give us a new Warcraft game and you'll fucking print money.
Dude, there'll be Scrooge McDuckin.
Dude, there are still people competitively playing Warcraft 3 from 20 years ago.
Right now as we speak.
Like right now.
Or do you play Warcraft?
Oh my God.
I'm surprised he doesn't. So that's the one game I think he would. That's right, D&D.
Yeah. Anyways, so there you go. There's all that nerd news. Woo!
Nerdy.
We're going to take a quick break. Come back. We got sports. Talking about the shortest fight maybe I've ever seen.
I've seen shorter, but
that's coming up next. It's time for sports. Elliott loves dick.
Wow.
We're not in Grogg, so I
cut the corner there. Just
I can
straight to it.
Dick.
Or cut that.
What happened?
I just wanted a button that says you say I can scream dick.
Anyways, as we know, Our main man, Elliott Jam, loves jizz. Yep. We know this. And, we support him in his jizz-loving self.
Yep.
Now, I don't know how Lady Jams, who is super sweet and beautiful, is going to react when she finds out that Elliott Jam loves jizz. But... I'm not gonna... Just kidding. Elliott...
I should tell them on their wedding day.
Yeah. She's all, by the way.
Does anyone object?
There's just something I want to tell you about. Before we get started on sports, let's just get it out of the way because it was a very short-lived fight.
Yes.
But I will say it was cool when it happened because I knew the fight was happening, started at like 5.
Yes.
And then randomly at like 9 o'clock at night, I was like, hey, let's see if the Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano fight's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And we turned it on and they were walking out. So it was like perfect timing.
Yeah. The walkouts were longer. Than the fight.
And I was like, all right, girls, watch these 2 chicks fight. You know what I mean? I was like,
watch one.
Get inspired, right? First of all, I must say, even though that Ronda Rousey beat Gina Carano lasted what?
17 seconds.
17 seconds? Makes sense because I would last 15 seconds with Gina Carano. My good God, is she so hot?
Would you?
Yes.
1,000. 2,000.
Yeah, maybe not. Gina Carano is
she's hot.
Fucking gorgeous. Like, how old is she? She's pushing 50, right?
Yeah, but remember, she was the first baddie ever
in
women's MMA. She's a pioneer of it.
Let's see. She is the same age as my wife. And it is crazy how gorgeous she is. And she was a legit fighter back in the day.
Yeah, she was the original
She was
baddie.
the original baddie of MMA. And then I could tell, though, that if you look through the history of like Ronda Rousey's fights, she was the biggest fighter in the world at one point.
Yes.
She was title carding major UFC events. She was a megastar.
Yeah, she was the first woman to title card a major UFC event.
Which she was, I mean, it was almost, her rise to fame was kind of crazy. And she got beat really bad her eighth match, she got beat really bad. And then her 9th match just got the shit beat out of her.
Yeah.
And you could tell when she came in that she had something to prove. That when she gets in there, she has something to prove. Yeah. And she tapped Gina Carano out in 17 seconds.
Which is ironic because did you know the fight shattered the record for the most watched MMA event ever?
Really?
Guess how many? 17 million.
17 million?
17 million watched 17 seconds, Drew.
You know,
over every UFC event ever.
It was kind
the most
of
watched.
I felt it was kind of emotional after she won. Like they started crying and they hugged each other and stuff like that because
they're friends.
Yeah, but also if Ronda Rousey lost that fight, I could just tell how devastated she would have been. And I think Gina Carano probably took this fight to make money. Like she probably got the
money
check.
They made. Okay, so this is all through Jake Paul.
Yeah,
put this on.
Yeah,
if this is the most watched event ever, is he going to start his own MMA thing for Netflix? Because he has the Netflix contract.
I know that UFC ties in with Paramount, right?
Not.
I thought it was Paramount.
It's ESPN now.
It's ESPN.
It is.
But is ESPN? Well, that's Disney, right?
No, wait, or is it Paramount? Or they're moving all over the place. Maybe it is Paramount.
Oh, hold on here. Who is UFC contracted?
I think it's
with. Okay, what the fuck? Hold on.
I think the last pay-per-view event I watched was on ESPN Plus.
Paramount.
It is Paramount now?
Because they're all in the fucking circle jerk of, fascism.
Okay. So Jake Paul can literally create a UFC competitor. ESPN got, you're right. Red Phoenix is on stage, man. You're the man or girl. I'm not sure if it's a girl or guy, but shout out Red Phoenix. I don't want to be, sexist here, but they're moving all around. But do you see Jake Paul creating his own that could compete? Because there's plenty of other MMA out there, but 17 million.
Okay, here's my thing. Everyone has Netflix. Everyone has a Netflix login. Paramount Plus is not it's not as huge as an adoption rate as Netflix.
It's garbage too.
Yeah. It's not that great. It's like Survivor app.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to do something like that through Netflix to get the most exposure, and they're getting better at the live streaming thing. He could, I don't think it won't be as well of a recognized brand as the UFC unless he poaches the most noteworthy fighters.
He has the money.
He has the money, but like, I can't stand Dana White, but I will say this. He had a vision for the UFC and turned it into something legitimate. Mm-hmm. And he had an eye for talent and how to foster that talent. Now, you can criticize him because the standard fighters don't really get paid dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the way he runs his business is like another rich shithead.
But lately, it's been kind of, you don't have the mega superstars that you once had in MMA anymore in UFC that you did.
No.
Right? Like the biggest news this week is Conor McGregor's coming back to fight. Right?
Blast from the past.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's what it all. And then so he had to create that bad MFer belt just to get aging out guys who were known for knocking people out to fight each other. It's like, it's just not the same that it used to be. You know, you don't have those big draws anymore.
No.
So
I think a lot of these guys got too wrapped up into, instead of focusing on what they should, they got too wrapped into political power. Mm-hmm. And I think that it would be interesting that, and again, can't stand the Paul brothers, can't stand Dana White.
I love Logan Paul in the WWE. That was great.
I don't.
He's the perfect villain.
He's a piece of shit. They're both pieces of shit. But if...
Tell me how you really feel, bro.
That's how I feel.
I know.
But if they did like create something that could legitimately compete with the UFC, it would make sense to like put that through on Netflix because everyone has a fucking Netflix account.
And now's the time because like I said, UFC has a superstar problem right now.
They do. And with the way that the current, and look, this isn't politics. I'm just saying like, it's just true. The whole UFC fight on the White House lawn kind of thing.
That's dumb.
It's dumb, and this administration right now is only popular to the most sycophantic people. So that tie-in in general is kind of falling on deaf ears and is kind of like a little disgraceful to us.
And the card is a bunch of old has-beens.
Yeah.
It's not, there's no superstars.
Yeah. It's kind of like disgraceful. And I would like to see a legitimate competitor because they didn't really have any competition in the UFC market. Like the mixed martial arts stuff, there are other like...
There's smaller brands out there.
There's
ESPN
smaller.
tried one.
And there's like the OGs back in Japan and stuff like that. But like, there's no real huge competitor for UFC. So it would be interesting to see if they did try to do something like that.
17 million. A lot of money to be had there.
Yeah.
Now let's move on from fighting to fighting in the NBA. The National Basketball Association. We talked about the Knicks, Drew, remember?
Yes.
Danhausen from WWE. That's why this is the perfect segue. He cursed the Knicks and Stephen A. Smith, and then he got human American monies to uncurse them, and they haven't lost since. Well, they had the first round matchup against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Danhausen went on ESPN First Take in the morning, and he went to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said, "You are cursed." And guess what happened, Drew? In the fourth quarter. Or the third quarter, somewhere in the second half, the Cleveland Cavaliers were up by 22 points. They were going to win this thing. The curse, not real. You know what happened?
What?
The damn Knicks came back 22 down.
No way.
And won the game.
No way. Didn't New York fucking lose their mind?
And James Harden just forgot how to play basketball for a whole quarter. Like literally, dude, like he was cursed.
Yeah.
It was. And so now Danhausen was at the game. He had a Knicks jersey on, but his full face paint and everything. Dude, he's hilarious. So now everyone's like, dude, Danhausen is taking the world by storm right now in the Knicks. And yeah, man, game one went to the Knicks on a huge comeback. And it like there's so many memes of like you are like showing his curse and then James Harden like falling defensively. Dude, and it looked like he forgot how, like someone took control of his body and he forgot how to play basketball for a whole quarter.
That's crazy. Nuts. So what's up with so where are they at right now in the playoffs?
Well,
that's the division finals.
Yes. So the Cavaliers who knocked off the Pistons against the Knicks. Knicks lead 1-0. And then the Thunder and the Spurs. Now the Thunder finally lost the game. Remember they were just wiping out teams. The Spurs got game one with Wemby, who's an alien. That's his nickname. He's so crazy to watch. I don't understand this guy, how he could be so tall, so lengthy, and just have so much athletic ability to do what he does. I think when it's all said and done, he's still young. He may end up being the best basketball player of all time.
Really?
Yeah. Just for that, everything he can do. He can do everything. There's no weakness in his game whatsoever, except for he just needs better teammates. Right. So can he single-handedly beat the best team in NBA
Probably
to go to the
not.
finals? He can. It's been done before. We saw Tyrese Halliburton do it with the Pacers a few years ago, but it's hard because the Thunder's deep. And you got the MVP, SGA on their team. So I think it'll be a close series, but my Thunder Knicks looking good because the Knicks have Danhausen on their side. Dude, that was so funny to watch.
Human hockey, American monies.
That's what he says. Human American monies. Hockey. What a game. Canada was so close to being completely eliminated from their hometown sport.
Really?
But in an overtime thriller, the Montreal Canadiens beat the Buffalo Sabres and move on to play Carolina.
That's not what you thought was going to happen.
It wasn't. But here we are. Canada's holding on by a thread. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Carolina in 4. Going on to the Western Conference Finals, Colorado versus the Kings. And I thought Colorado, they were dominating teams, right? They lost the first game. Not the Kings, I'm sorry, the Vegas Knights. Not the Kings, the Vegas Knights. So, Knights up 1-0. Carolina, Montreal play tonight. So, by tomorrow, we'll know. But I'm still sticking with my guns and saying Colorado and Carolina in the NHL. Lots of NFL news going on right now. Your favorite player, Drew, is coming back. He has one more left in him.
Does he?
Aaron Rodgers is returning to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You're talking about Elliott's favorite player of all time?
Sam Darnold?
No. He loves himself some Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you want to talk about throwbacks. The coach is the original Green Bay coach, McCarthy, who Aaron Rodgers and him won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He's now the coach of the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers coming back for one more year, and he announced this will be his last and final season.
This is the last run at
his last hurrah. So congratulations to the Steelers on your 500 record and losing in the first round of the playoffs.
Yep, there you go. Round of applause.
Aaron Rodgers.
You know what? One to the old guys, though. You know, how old is Aaron Rodgers? 45?
So, yeah, 44, I think. 43, 44, maybe.
Hold on here.
Maybe 42. He's in his mid-40s, I think.
He's 42 is my age.
42.
You know what? Good on Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Making those 42-year-old men still got it in him.
Yeah, he walked out on his ayahuasca cave and came out and said, you know what? I had a vision. 500 Pittsburgh Steelers, one left in me.
Hey, how much is he going to get paid for that final season?
Millions.
Oh, yeah.
Rashee Rice. Remember a couple weeks ago we talked about wide receivers being prima donnas and terrible?
Mm.
Well, are you looking up how much he's getting paid?
Yeah.
More than probably should be, to be honest.
Here, let's see. 25 million
for 1 year.
For 1 year.
Nuts. Rashee Rice. He got arrested. Well, he fled the scene of a car crash in Texas. Came back. He got jail time for 30 days. Ended up getting paroled. Can do it whenever. On parole. Failed his drug test, Drew.
Oh, no way.
Rashee Rice. 30 days in jail. Starting this weekend, I believe.
What was the drug in his system? Do you know?
Weed.
That's it.
Yeah, but Texas strict policy on that. Still.
Really?
He's on parole. He almost killed somebody, Drew.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He is on parole.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
I don't care. If you're not on parole, feel free to smoke all the weed you want, Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're on parole, abide by the law.
Well, I wonder what the rules are now. If you're in California, if you're on parole, can you still not smoke weed? It's legal.
Yeah.
This is like drinking. Yeah. Makes sense.
So, right as OTAs and teams are wrapping up for the season, Rashee Rice, not going to be there, and could be a suspension looming.
Well, yeah, because doesn't the NFL look down on weed use like big time?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
It's just what they're look at is he violated his parole.
Got it.
They don't care what it was for. The fact that, dude, just stay in your home and chill.
Right.
Like, like
don't fuck around.
Don't be in the news. Pretty much.
Yeah.
You almost killed someone. You're lucky you're not in jail for murder.
Right. Probably cost him a shit ton of money to buy himself out of that
centimeter away from possibly being the next Henry Ruggs. Like, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Like, dude, chill. So yeah, I mean, I would suspend him. Like, just act like we pay you millions and millions of dollars to play a game.
Right.
A game.
Again, I think that, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but it's like, we talk about this all the time. It kind of boggles my mind that some of these people, like, buddy, you kind of won the lottery. The only difference is that, like, it's not being given to you for free. Like, but your life is something so special that hardly anyone gets to have. Yes, you worked hard to get it, but you got it now, dude. And like, why would you risk anything? Like, why would you risk it?
Yeah.
Ever.
But it seems like all these guys are doing stupid stuff all the time and on cameras.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
And the NFL has a long sort of history of kind of like burying those stories or overlooking those stories, or like being like, okay, yeah, this is bad, but like, give it a year.
Yeah.
Like, give it a season. No one will remember.
Your career in the NFL is 10 years max if you're a good player.
Yeah.
Right. Or yes, there's the quarterbacks that go longer, but if you're from 20 to 30 and then it just really dies after the age of 30, you're lucky if you're still a starter.
Right.
And then by 40, you're out, and that's half your life, dude. Then start doing stupid shit. I don't care. But while you're getting paid the millions, chill.
Yeah.
Play a sports game. Play your kid's game.
That is a good thing. It's like, keep your nose clean.
Yes.
While you're doing the balling.
Yeah. While you're balling it out.
When you're balling it out, keep your nose clean. When you're done, go live a crazy
lifestyle. No one cares about you anymore.
No one gives a
put your CDE to work.
I know, dude. I know, right? All that CTE makes you not care about stuff.
It is sad though, because there are way more news articles coming out that I don't share on this, but I read them all the time, and it is sad. There's a lot of players who may have had 1-2 good years in the NFL that are just being found dead from suicide, from this, and it's just sad. So it's a real thing. Like, it is real. Like, but a lot of it may have to do not so much with the CTE as just being there, in the NFL, and then all of a sudden one injury just derails your whole career and you have nothing.
But exactly, think about it. It's like you work your whole life from a lot of these kids since they're like 5,
and they're gods in high school and in college,
and then you get to the big pond and you got to keep up with these guys, and you get an injury or you get moved around team to team. And then all of a sudden your career is over.
And you're still on a rookie contract, which is not,
And exactly. And I think that that's the biggest reform, that the players need to stand up and like kind of low key unionize. They do have one. They need to do something about the rookie contract, because it's predatory. Like, 5 fucking years.
They do have they did restructure it a few years ago where first round players have a cap, but it's more. You. But if you're a 3rd, 4th rounder, you're
fuck you, dude. You need to, if you are putting your life and limb and body potentially on the line for this team, like, it should be bare minimum $1 million signing for every player. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Okay. Yes. You want to pay like the big players big money. That's great. But like, you need to take care of the whole team and then also pay your big players. It's not like there's a lack of money there. You know what I mean? And the rookie contract should be 2 to 3 seasons max. I say 2, because if you did all the work to get there, 5 years is insanity.
Crazy, dude.
It's crazy.
It's half of most of these people's career.
That's my point. It's like crazy. Fuck you. It should be a 2-year contract. That's it. And you either keep them or you don't. But like, that would be a better mix up for a lot of these people, because like you said, if they lose their sense of purpose after working their whole fucking life to get it, and that's all they know.
And a lot of these athletes, they don't come from good home bringings either, where they have good,
This was their way out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
So they go right back to that. They go right back. So it's just
sad, dude.
So I don't talk about it a lot on here, but there's a lot of stories out there recently. There was one really big one recently. You could check it out on your own. I just, I don't like to bring negative things here to the show, Drew. Right. Which leads me to my last story of the
negative.
Day. Yeah. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, or I like to call them the Angels of Anaheim, have a 2-game lead, Drew.
Oh, no way.
They have cushioned a 2-game lead to be the worst team in Major League Baseball.
Oh, no, stop.
Currently at 17-33, 2 games ahead of the Colorado Rockies.
So the Rockies are the worst team, and then they're the second worst team.
No. The Angels are the worst team, but they have a 2-game lead over the Rockies. Which means the Rockies have 2 games better than, we don't, who cares who's on top, Drew? We only want to know who's at the bottom here. Okay.
We know who is at the bottom.
Now,
Elliott, have you loves being a bottom.
Yes. Have you heard of this new thing that's going through baseball called Tarps Off?
Mm-mm.
What it is a group of fans start collecting in the empty seats in one section of the field of all these shitty teams. Colorado had it done it earlier, and they sing songs, and everyone goes and they take off their shirts and they're dancing, and everyone just moves to one empty section of the stadium because no one's going because their team's terrible.
Right, yeah.
Well, the most latest one was the other night where shirtless LA Angels fans went to the stadium and yelled in unison, well, taking off their shirts, sell the team, sell the team, sell the team.
Bro.
So please tell me Elliott's calling in tomorrow.
Wait. Hold on. What happens if they do sell the team? What happens to Elliott?
I don't know.
Nothing will happen to Elliott?
Nah. He'll be fine.
I would be so sad if he literally got where he wants to be and they sell the team and then he loses his job, dude. What is he going to do?
Remember earlier in the season when the season started, like the stands were packed full of Angels fans. Dude, it's
not good. I almost feel like I would show up more just to watch them lose.
Like what's happening.
If you have the worst team, because like I'm a big worst team guy. It used to be the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
I was all about that Tiger worst team standing. But now I have to be an Angels stan because they're the worst team.
So Drew, before we sign off, we have to ask, is Elliott the curse?
Ask the Fresno Monsters / Falcons.
Only time will tell.
So there you go. There's another in-studio edition of Taps and Tape.
Yeah.
Going back to normal. Next week, we'll have it out for you. Now, Edward.
Yes.
Where can everyone find you?
In the Angel Stadium outfield going, sell the team, sell the team. Or on Instagram at Edward Rouse.
You can also find us at The Duver 559 everywhere. And if you're watching this right now on YouTube, strong likelihood we're back live. Me, Dare Bear, and Edward.
Yeah.
Going live at twitch.tv/The Duver podcast. Do hang out. Dare's very excited to meet you, Edward.
You haven't met?
You haven't met in person.
Ooh.
Because he's the one that got all crazy with you when you were talking shit on Ronda State on the group chat.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah, that was him.
Oh.
Yeah.
When did I talk shit on Fresno? Oh, I don't know.
Years ago. Oh. It was like a couple years ago. Don't even worry about it.
Well, shout out to Fresno State this year. They're in the Pac-12 now, you know?
Yeah, there you go. Pac-12.
They're going to be so good.
Pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew. Get new stadium. Sucked.
So anyways, until next week, we'll come back and we'll be from Grogg's. Thank you to Grogg's, traditional Irish pub at the northeast corner of Will and East. Go check them out. Support them because they support us.
Yes, they do.
We love ourselves some Royce. And we'll see you next time. Bye.